Hello guys and welcome back. So since the early days of this channel, I have lusted after Moosebrand leather products. If the brand sounds familiar, well, this is one of the earliest videos I ever did. It was on this palm key holder right here, which I've been carrying this for so long. It's nice and worn in. It's nice and smoothed out from being carried in my pocket for years. And okay, here's the thing. Here's what I love about Moosebrand is that they seem to, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but it seems like what they do is they build the product, then they price it. Rather than saying, okay, well, we got to build a $500 briefcase. Well, we can skimp here, we can add there. There you go. We built it to that price, and now let's bring it out and sell it. Instead, it seems like they go, okay, how do we build the best bag we possibly can? And then they add it up and they go, well, here's the best bag that we possibly could build. Here's what it costs. They don't hold back. There's nothing on this bag that I'm going to show you today which is a compromise. As a matter of fact, there's plenty of things on here which I've never seen before, which I'm going, man, now it's a great idea. Why don't other brands do that? And I've reviewed so many bags on this channel that I feel that I have a really good kind of cross-section of experiences with different brands and what they do differently. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, if you want to just get to the crux of this whole video, this is one of the nicest bags I've ever tried. Now, full disclosure, this channel has grown to the point where they did provide this bag for review. So take that as you want to. This is still my feelings about it. That was part of the agreement that I was going to be able to tell people exactly how I felt about it. The truth is though, guys, if I didn't love it, I probably wouldn't review it. Let's start with the construction. Now this leather is top grade, vegetable tanned, full grain saddle leather, which is hand dyed and oiled and American sourced. And it's actually taken from a part of the hide called the bends, which is the densest and strongest part of the hide. The interior leather is top grade full grain leather. The thread is heavy duty polyester. All the hardware is solid cast brass, and the rivets are solid brass as well. Each bag is hand-dyed to the desired finish using an organic aniline dye. Each one is custom-made to order here in the US. Now, the design is classic messenger bag. There's a large, subdivided main interior compartment with a laptop sleeve and some wet form pockets. The bottom of this bag is also padded with leather, so if you put something in there like your laptop, don't worry about it banging off the ground. Even though this bag is on the smaller side, the rear compartment will still fit a 15-inch MacBook Pro. And I love this part. It has a really cool built-in key leash, which is actually stitched and built better than any other key leash I've ever seen. It has a really cool flap closure with two solid brass latch locks, which deploy quicker than the traditional buckle and can actually be operated with one hand. It has a rear exterior pocket with a snap closure, a luggage strap, a detachable luggage tag, an adjustable padded and reinforced shoulder strap. Now, there are some key differences between the original Heirloom Messenger and this model. The first thing is probably the most obvious. This has two latch locks, and these latch locks actually have a little bit of a different design and they're heavily reinforced. The top handle has a sturdier base support. The original bag used to have a zippered rear pocket. This one on the back has a snap closure. They've also added in a built-in luggage strap, reinforced D-rings for the shoulder straps, and they've improved the adjustable shoulder strap as well with a wider shoulder pad. The ends are reinforced and has an adjustable loop to hold the little keeper. The bottom of this bag is reinforced on the inside. The original was not. This one has a detachable name tag on the side. And speaking of the side, it also has a really cool snap closure strap so you can attach things like a water bottle or an umbrella. The pockets on the inside are a little bit deeper so they can hold a modern day iPhone. The side interior pockets have been enlarged and the opening of the bag has been widened. Now, actually using the Heirloom Messenger 2 is quite the experience. You know, most messenger bags, they go for a minimalist design. And so there's just basically leather and, maybe there's bindings or just some finishing on the edges. And it's a very minimalist bag overall. This, on the other hand, it seems like there's not an inch which hasn't been meticulously designed and thought through or reinforced where needed. This honestly it's like a little Swiss Army knife. Everywhere you look on it is something that's useful. I just want to show you really quickly my two favorite things on this bag. I mean, there's plenty of them, but one of them, and probably the most, subtle thing is I've never seen this before. The way they've reinforced the shoulder strap and where the strap goes on there with these little strappings of brass, that is such a cool idea, and what a great idea it is. This is the sort of thing that will show that, you know, you can have this thing forever, because that is not going to pull out. I mean, you could tow your car with it if you really wanted to. By the way, all the edges, if there are any, have been nicely burnished. Of course, that adds cost because it's a lot of time to do nice edge finishing. Now, the big thing I want to show you is the, you know, kind of the centerpiece of this bag, which is these great latch locks. I told you could open them with one hand, which I'm going to show you right now. This is just so satisfying. Ready? Boom. One finger. There you go. You're in the bag. And it's like every single function on this bag has been painstakingly considered and designed to be as easy to use as possible. So this continues to be the ongoing conversation that I have in my head while I'm using this. I'm going, hey, where's the little spot? Oh, there it is. Or how do you put the, oh, of course, that's how it works. It seems like everything is just like, take for example, the latch locks on the outside. They look like, they're pretty intimidating looking, you know, they don't look like a normal buckle. But all it takes is one finger lift and all of a sudden you have the top opened. There's no taking the strap out of the keeper and pulling it back and moving the little thing and then pulling it out of the loop. It's one motion. Super duper easy. And little things like that are found throughout the bag. And what's cool is this bag is so small but so densely featured that it can expand or contract to basically any application. So if you're going away for the day and you just bring a laptop, a charger, and a few papers, no problem. It's nice and small. It'll be a great carry-on. Throw it above your seat. You're good to go. But it also expands. So there's a spot in the back for your laptop and then a big main open compartment. So if you have to take it on a weekend, you can easily do that as well. It will seemingly accept everything. Now, some people are going to love the looks of this bag like I do, and in the way I have loved Moosebrand products for a long time. Others may not. But here's the thing. Everything about this, it seems to be form follows function. So if you look at it and you see a brass rivet and you go, well, why is that there? Guaranteed there's a reason, because that's a spot where there's particular strain, like on the edges of the pockets. Or if you see, you know, someplace that's being reinforced, well, that's a spot that is a potential spot of failure, so that's why they've done that kind of thing. And it's neat because you can almost reverse engineer it when you look at it all together, and it's very impressive, and you can see why they put little things in different places. And in a way, it kind of makes me reevaluate other bags that I've seen and wonder why they didn't do such things. So it's very interesting because when you look at it, there's a lot of brass, a lot of leather, and it's put together in a tasteful way, in my opinion. I love the way it looks. Some people may not like all of that hardware, but everything is there for a reason. So the nice thing is that none of it's decorative. It's all purpose-built. But better yet, this bag is going to look better in 10, 15 years' time, as most leather goods should. Because it's vegetable tanned, it's going to darken with age. And because there's brass all over it, the brass is going to tarnish and it's going to, you know, get shiny in spots where there's some friction. You're going to see a lot of character develop in this bag. This is no doubt a lifetime bag, probably several lifetimes with the way it's reinforced and built, especially if you take care of it. So this is a bag that you're going to buy now and you're going to love the way it looks and everything like that. But that love is going to get deeper and deeper as time goes on. I know I tend to romanticize leather goods, but there's really no other material out there that has the same warm feeling, the same depth to it. There's something about leather goods, and especially when they're put together in such a respectful manner, respectful of the material and of the craft and of what they're actually accomplishing like this. I mean, it's just very impressive. In the end, it's really refreshing to see how good a product can be when all of the barriers are removed. There's no barrier of, well, we got to build it to this price, so get rid of that reinforcement. We're not going to use rivets on this one. We're going to stitch that, whatever it may be. When you see something that's been built to the best ability of the company and the people who are making these things, it's pretty damn impressive. Now, you can actually get this bag in a couple of different finishes. The one I have here is the lightly aged finish. You could also get it in a raw veg tan. So it comes out and it's that very light tan color, which is only going to darken in time. I kind of like this. This is sort of a way of fast forwarding a little bit and getting a bit more character to the leather. And you can also get it in a much darker, almost a kind of like a burgundy color. It's just beautiful. So depending on what you like, you can have it made, and they're all made to order. So they will be made, and it'll be a little bit of a time before you get it. But I mean, really, it's totally worth it. And this is something that is worth saving up for. We talk about grail items here, which are those things that you do careful research on, you make sure it's going to fit your needs, and then you just save up for it, which I feel is really seem to be something that's gone by, unfortunately. People want it now. With the instant gratification of social media and just the way things are in the modern age, if you can't get it tomorrow with second day air, I don't want it. There's something to be said, though, for researching something, making sure it's the right thing, saving up for that thing because it's worth it, then getting it and ordering and having it forever. I mean, I really think that that's something that's lost that we should get back to. This is a good way to do it. So if this is the bag for you, or if you have any comments on this bag, please let me know in the comment section below. I think it is outstanding. I really do. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.